Hey guys, it's Erica and I have with me here this beautiful Monstera Thai Constellation cutting that my sister got me for Christmas. So let's just give a recap of this plant because this is going to be kind of like an update. So I feel like it was longer ago than I thought. Like when I saw the date that I actually got, I was like, wow, that was like over 2 weeks ago now. So anyways, I got this plant and it had a little bit of root rot. So I cut that off. I cut off all of the root rot except for a little bit that was kind of in the center of the root. I didn't want to cut off too much of the root, so I left that on. And I put it in water. I feel like I didn't explain this correctly. Maybe I did, I don't know. But I put it in a little vial of water and I let it sit there for the night. I didn't fill it up a lot, just enough so that it covered the roots because I didn't want to get any water on the stems because I was scared. I'm so scared of root rot. So I did that, and then the next morning I looked at my plant and the root rot came back and it kind of took up some more of the root that I already previously cut. So that was a struggle too. So what I did then was, this is the second video that I filmed about this plant that I'm talking about right now, the second video I filmed, where I continued cutting off that root. I think I still left a little bit of rot on it because I didn't want it to be too short. And then I didn't want to put it in water again after that. And I didn't have any sphagnum moss, so I ordered some from Amazon on that day. I don't know why I didn't just go to the store, but I don't know why. I thought it would be better to order on Amazon. So I did that. And in the meantime, while I was waiting, I put it back in the old sphagnum moss. I didn't wash it or anything. I just put it back in there in this cup that it's actually in right now. So after I moved it back to the old moss, I think I put the moss too high or it was too wet, but it kind of rotted the old leaf. So let me show you. How you see the browning here, it's on both sides of this leaf, but that's how it was for the smallest leaf on the plant, and eventually that kind of browning just spread around the entire leaf so that the leaf fell off. And I have a picture I could show you. When that leaf fell off, it started it freaked me out, but by then I had my new moss, so I cut off the rest of the root. I'm sorry if this story is very convoluted, I'm just trying to remember. I should have wrote it down or something. But so once that leaf fell off, I put it in the new moss. I cut off the rest of that initially rotting root because I just wasn't having it. Like, I'm not taking that friggin' root rot anymore. So I just cut off the rest of the root, whatever, and put it in the new moss. Put new or more rooting hormone. Yeah, new rooting hormone, because I infected the old one by dipping the plant directly into the bottle. So I put in some new rooting hormone, put it in the new moss, and it's been doing really great since then. So I guess this is where I show you what's going on. So I'm gonna take it out of its moss, which scares me, but anyways, this is the plant. Once it was out of the it was kind of settling outside of being in a package, these kind of scars came up, and it's fine. I'm not worried about them. It's just an aesthetic kind of thing because the plant is fine and that's what matters. But here's the little leaf. It's growing out. I've been keeping it underneath my grow lights in this humidified room. It's pretty warm in here. So I have the warm mist going on and I have the grow lights happening. So this plant is in a very good condition. I actually want to buy a heat mat for it. My cats have a heat mat and I was thinking about stealing it, but I feel really bad, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually purchase one. I've been putting that off. I need to buy one. But I'm going to buy a heating mat for it because that's what it deserves. And the heat mat is just essentially to help the roots grow. So I'm just going to take it out of its pot now. So let's see what's going on. It really scares me to take it out. I kind of wrap the roots gently in moss because that's what someone recommended. Oh, by the way, thank you guys so much for all your comments, your DMs, like everything that you guys recommended to me. It is so nice of you to just give me all your advice and just like well wishes. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. It helped me feel calm, like even just telling me like, yeah, your plan will be okay, don't worry, like that made me feel so much better. Okay, back to it. So let me take this off. Kind of wrapped it too good. I'm not gonna take off all the I'm not gonna take off all the moss because you can pretty much see what's happening here, but I'm just gonna show you. So you can see all the little baby growth growing off of the one healthy root that was left, and it makes me so happy to see. And then over here, a separate root is growing out of the node, and that is the bad aerial root that I'm not a fan of. I think I saw a little, no, yeah, that root is just not good, and we're done with him. But there's a new little root coming out, another root coming out of the plant, yeah, I'm just so excited about all these freaking roots. And honestly, keeping it in this moss has kept me very nervous because I mentioned before that I never tried rooting in moss before. I don't want to move it to water. I've never been scared to put a plant to root in water, so that's kind of crazy to say, but I'm really scared to put it in water, so I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna let it continue rooting in this moss because it seems to be doing very well, but I really want to just move it over to soil so that I can stop being so worried about the moss. Usually I wait till it completely dries out, or till it's a little bit damp, like it's kind of on the drier side, and then I'll spray it down with some water, and then if it completely dries up, then I'll pour water on it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't use hydrogen peroxide or vinegar because I was too scared to. Like, already one new thing I was trying out was the sphagnum moss, so I didn't want to add on to other new things that I'm suddenly trying out on this like really special plant. But I did get like a little hydrogen peroxide spray, so I was planning on doing it. I was planning on doing vinegar too, but I couldn't put it back in water. I don't know, it was just too scary for me. I'm one of those people that when I'm put in like a difficult situation, or like if I was in a scary movie, I would just freeze. I would just be like, there's a murderer coming, and I'd be like so I was too chicken to do any of that stuff. But again, thank you so much for all the helpful tips and everything like that, and just making me feel better about the situation I was in. I saw other comments of people saying like these comments helped them out for their plant, so that was really good also. Yeah, that is it for today's video. I know it was kind of really talkative and when it didn't need to be, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!